Cast, episode number 232, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode on the weekends and release it on all podcast services, so do us a favor and show us some love by liking, following, subscribing, commenting on our YouTube page, the CFG channel, or go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today I got my awesome co-host. Wow, I almost said two. We I'm a little bit off today. I can split the two
if you need me.
Yeah, I know, right? You're not that good. You're not. You can't split like Piccolo can in Dragon Ball Z.
This isn't even my final form.
Yeah, but I got the 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. What's going on, my dude?
Chilling. Like I said, it's been a busy day. I've been up since like 7:30 in the morning. We did a shoot for Vegas Inferno. Put together a desk at one point in time. Then had a fit. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. I was shocked. Even though I agreed to do it earlier in the week. I totally forgot about it. I was like, excuse me, a desk?
For who? For your daughter?
No. For something I can't quite disclose yet. But
okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then we did a fantasy draft for one of the leagues I'm in. So we went to this bar, Parkway Tavern, great place, great food. Did that. Then I came back here and here we are. So games wise, it's mainly, I've been getting wrecked in Star Wars Hunters. So I'm taking a little bit of a break from that. I don't know what the hell's going on. I have been grinding out Marvel Snap though, doing the league play stuff and all that good thing. So I've been enjoying that. I'm almost back up to 60s now, I think. So we've been steady grinding and whatnot. And then, other than that, not much. Dragon Ball Multi. I just kind of been moving on to the games that have been coming my way. So, but what about you, Mike? What have you gotten into?
Man, so, dude, it's hard to get when you see a lot of different kinds of things that's happening at the same time, especially since Gamescom is happening over in Europe. We're just getting a flood of different kinds of things keeping our ear to the pulse of what's the next chapter and stuff of like upcoming games and things like that. Because it seems like Gamescom is now starting to become an E3. Like Gamescom's been around.
I can see that.
Yeah, so like Gamescom's been around for a while, but it just seems like they've just blew up. So I'm just definitely loving everything that's coming out from it. That's what I was doing mostly. So I've been doing a lot of training on my job, but at the same time on my off periods, I've been playing a lot of different kinds of games. We got into a private beta of Marvel Rivals, which I did stream on, believe on Thursday, which was a fun time. Hold on, let me make sure it's something I just want to be 100%. Okay, no, just wanted to make sure that the audio is sounding good on inside the stream. I just wanted to felt like how bad it was last time. I had to put a disclaimer on that video. So,
are you serious?
Yeah. So the disclaimer about because it was the first 3 minutes of the stream last time because of how screwed up it was originally. I was yeah. But then we got it back to working after we had to switch it out. But I think I got the stream looking nice too, especially when I got rid of Kick too. So we're not doing Kick today. But anyways, so I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, trying out the new characters they announced. But then after that, I've been playing, just like with Smitty, been playing a lot of Dragon Ball Multi. I was wanting to play a MOBA, and the fact that I'm playing a MOBA with one of my childhood game anime heroes of Dragon Ball is just I'm surprised on how fun it is. It's simple, but at the same time it's fun. It's super fun to play. I definitely love it. So I literally been playing that for hours, as much as I possibly can before the beta ends. I believe next week it's when it ends. So, I mean, but other than that, it's been actually surprisingly busy. And then at the same time, it's been surprisingly fun. I'm trying to find a game to, a game I want to consistently stream though, like a story-based game I want you to stream. That's the one I've been having a problem with that recently. And I have no idea. I don't want to do the Black Myth Wukong because everyone and their mom is playing that one right now. And I don't want to play it on PC. Well, I guess if I want to play it the best way, it would be on PC because the console version really is bad. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. But other than that, like I don't know. I might try out this one game called Ender Lily, or I forgot. It's an older
sounds
game.
Familiar.
Yeah, it's like a Metrovania. There was a sequel that they released earlier this year, but I want to play the first one and see. I might stream that. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. I need to. Someone did ask, "Am I coming back to Snap?" And I'm like, "No, I'm done."
He said he retired. He said he retired.
I'm retired.
Don't worry, he'll come back. He'll be back.
I'm not coming back. Dude.
He might come back.
When I say I'm done, man. Like you should know.
Believe it.
Yeah, you should know. I mean, when I say I'm doing something, it's going to happen. I'm going to do it. We
did get you to play Overwatch once, though.
I did, and I said, "Hey, I did play once." Then the second I was done, uninstalled, completely uninstalled. never came back to it again. Then they're asking like, "Hey, you weren't that bad at it." I'm like, "Hey, I know I'm not bad at it. I just didn't want to play it. I just that just wasn't my cup of tea." So there you go.
Unfortunate, yeah.
But then again, it's kind of like the game. Like, remember? Do you know officially Concord is officially out now? I know you probably didn't care.
It is out now, right?
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of people playing it. I figured as much.
I need to know. I want to know. Like, I would love to know if they hit their expectations, like what they want, if it's going good. You know what? Hold on, we got
hard to say. Yeah, hard to say. I mean, I saw people streaming it and whatnot, but like, again, I feel like there wasn't a lot of hype around it. His face and everything.
Okay, so Concord did not break 700 on the players on Steam on launch day.
Damn.
So 700 on concurrent stream players on Steam, specifically Steam. Let's see. Let's see what's it. Let's see what Steam says. It's hard because they don't enclose that information until like the beginning of the weekend, or the beginning of the week, so you gotta wait for it. But if it's bad now, dude, it's a hard sell. You're telling a person that spends $40 on a game that you're gonna. I mean, it's hard to say that you're willing to spend it. I know I wasn't willing to spend $40 for it. So
there wasn't enough to, at least story wise, because I think they plan on updating the story like weekly or something like that. And I'm like, I don't give a shit about any of these people.
Pretty much.
Why would I care about the story?
Especially that snowman guy that you got, like the guy in the blue jacket, like with the ski goggles.
Make fun of the Eskimo. Is he Eskimo? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
That's even more weirder. Eskimo in space.
That might have been a little right.
It's like what? So we got to go with our correspondent, the Steam reviewer reviews of this game. And the good news is it says it's mostly positive. Let's see some of the let's see what the downsides are. The downside says, one of them says this game is dead already. Don't waste your money on this. So it's kind of given. Let's see if we can find one here. Oh, here's one. At least it's not like they were trolling. So I mean, it's good. Okay, so it's not worth $39.99 at all. It doesn't go free to play. If it doesn't go free to play, it will be dead in a month. The game is just it's just not a hero shooter. An hour of gameplay was enough for me to get a refund and wait until it goes free to play. Sony decides to give it away to PlayStation Plus subscribers. Whoa, wait. Sony decided to give it away to PlayStation Plus subscribers?
Wait, what?
Hold up. That can't be right.
Are they saying until or if or?
Let me see. I'm saying Sony PlayStation.
I'll play it right now.
Well, plus subscribers. You're not a PlayStation. Are you not the lowest plan, not the essential, but the tier up above it? You're that.
I'm like premium, dude.
You're premium? Oh my god. Okay, I didn't know that.
I'm one of those guys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely are. I don't know why I didn't think that you wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Plus subscribers, Concord, free. Let's say that. Let's say, okay, previously the game could be accessed by those who pre-ordered the trial version. However, Sony has now opened it up for PlayStation Plus subscribers.
That's early access.
That was for the beta. Yeah. So then, let's see. Is there anything recently? Can you ban that guy, Aaron? One.
Already on it.
Thank you, sir. No, it doesn't say. Huh. I don't know. Maybe check when you get a chance to. That'll be very interesting if it is. But on Steam, there one guy already got their refund. This game came out yesterday.
Dude, I mean, my thing, and again, this is what I was saying about it. It's not a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed playing it. There's just a bunch of other games like it that I enjoy more. And those are time dumps. Games like those end up being time dumps. And if you've got other things that you're already more invested in, I'm going to be least likely to go over to this new IP, this new story. They're doing a format where it's being dropped weekly, which is something that I hated about Bungie. And how they drop their seasonal content is how they would gate it off, time gate shit. Although they didn't this last one, but I haven't even gone back. Like, I haven't even gone back and played barely any of Act 2. I think Act 3's opening soon or whatever. I don't even know, dude. Like, that's how little care I have towards Destiny 2 now after everything that's happened. You know?
Oh, yeah, with everything that's happened, yeah, definitely, especially since you don't know what the future is about Bungie itself and what they're planning on doing. This says, why in a team-based game
Concord.
am I limited to communications with my team in an optional voice channel? Why can't I type, "Hey, let's regroup" to my teammates? That's one thing I've always hated when the game does that, you know? Like when they instead of being able to open your chat lines or give you the option to open your chat lines so you can say what you're wanting to do, they have automatic like macros to say this way or let's go or regroup.
Yeah.
You know, like why can't they? Like this is 2024. I can understand at the beginning of the beginning of all that time on communication and stuff to be able to do that because we didn't have the bandwidth or the technology to do it. But when you pigeonhole yourself to force them to say these weird shortcuts instead of just saying it just saying it yourself, it just makes it frustrating. Yeah. So anyways, I digress. So yeah, I mean, like I said, like I said before, game was fun. I did like the game. I just didn't care for it. I just didn't care for the characters. So gameplay wise, it was like a cool experience. But like, there's no reason for you to buy this game. This game should be free to play. I totally agree with the people on Steam.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for this. So, but yeah, and then
I said it after we played it that one time.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know how this isn't a free to play game.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, we knew it was going to be this is going to fail. $40, dude. Like. It's a tall order to make a game as a service. You have to pay money for the game as a service, and you're going to have to continuously they're going to continuously it's going to be a heavily microtransaction game, kind of like that. For them off the bat, let alone to be like, okay, we need you to pay this amount to just enter in, and then if we're gonna get new characters and stuff like that, you're going to you may have to get charged extra and stuff like that. I don't know, man. Yeah. This was meant to fail, unfortunately, but. You know what? But the reviews gave it a 7. It's mostly positive for now at Steam. That may change any day, depending. You know how Steam is, and I wouldn't take the opinion on Steam reviews very heavily because it could easily be trolled. But we'll see. But anyways, I know you don't want to talk about us ragging on Concord as we've been for the past several months. Let's go to the normal rigmarole that we like to do each and every week. So each of us chooses a topic in the world of video games. The topic would or could be a game itself or something that happened in the gaming industry. And we do not want to talk about it amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners on Twitch and on YouTube, to be a part of the conversation. If there's something you wanting to chime in about, or if you have an opinion on whatever we talk about, by all means, just type it inside the chat and we will discuss it with you. So let's get this party started with my topic first. And I wanted to talk about Xbox. So Tuesday was the first day of Gamescom this year, and I have to admit, Xbox brought a lot. We already knew that Xbox was in a good place this year because of all the upcoming games, thanks to the Xbox showcase that happened earlier this year. But they so there was a lot to be happy about on what's coming up in the Xbox ether. But at Gamescom, there was a lot of good information of upcoming games. They showed Indiana Jones and stuff up and everything. But it occurred to me about like something that was kind of getting me a little bit frustrated about Microsoft. And it was actually, what's funny, Smitty, I thought it was just me, but also your boy Jason Schreier also said something about it. He actually wrote something about it yesterday, and I didn't even know about it until just about 10 minutes ago. And it's I don't know the direction of what the hell like Xbox is doing at this point. Smitty's been on this case for years about Xbox wanting to diversify. They're wanting to be the company to be known that you could play anywhere and everywhere and anyhow and stuff. Sounds good on paper. It's awesome on paper. And I'm always for it because, like I said, having competition is always healthy, especially in the gaming industry. So if they change the way of the gaming field works and they are super successful, more power to them. Awesome, and the best of luck. However, here's the thing I'm having issues with it. So at Gamescom, they announced that Indiana Jones is not going to be an exclusive for Microsoft, and that's awesome. People hate exclusivity anyways, so that's great for them. So but they said it's going to come out on PS5, but I don't think they have an initial date.
It says spring 2025.
Oh, spring 2025. So it's going to be, I'm assuming it's going to take about 6-7 months, which is fine for exclusivity, and it's their game, so they can do whatever the hell they want to do with it. So yeah, and if they're going to give away a game like Indiana Jones on the next gen on the next console, that's not going to be the only game that they're going to do. I think any game is on the course to be moving on multi-platform at this point for them. I mean, maybe not Halo or Gears of War, which, by the way, I'd have to say, get the camera to just me. For the love of God, Xbox, bring freaking Gears of War 2 and 3 to like something on a PC at this point. Like you're allowing people to play Gears of War 4, 5, and like the remake of 1. What are y'all doing on 2 and 3? Why can't
That's
you
the only
do
reason
this?
I haven't finished it.
I would love. Can you imagine, dude? Smith, we got to do a co-op play of Gears of War 1. That's what I think.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, but like that's the one. That is the sole reason why I am not playing Gears of War right now. It's because I know I'm going to get pigeonholed on Gears of War. There's no Gears of War 2. Like I wish that you just release it on somehow or on the system or whatever. We don't need a remake. We don't need anything. Just give us access to play it. It's something that I'm just wanting to do. But anyways, so there you go. So rant over. So now with the announcement of Indiana Jones being on multi-platform, and then also the unfortunate news that Avowed is going to be now running at 30 frames per second on their own system and stuff. I won't be surprised that game is gonna move on to the PlayStation. By the time it hits PlayStation, they're gonna fix that bug to 60 frames per second and stuff like that. And that PlayStation can still run it at a more optimized level than what an Xbox Series X is. So I feel that they don't need to do, like, if they just need to just peel the bandage off and just say, we're done. We're going to be out of the console game because there's not a reason for them to justify to have a console at this point. And then they just needed to focus, and because now you can get Xbox Game Pass because their focus is on Xbox their cloud gaming, their digital library, all that stuff. And now it's been proven that you can play Xbox on a Amazon Fire Stick. There's no reason to justify yourself on buying a $500 system, especially a $500 system that doesn't do 60 frames per second on a first party game. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. And on top of that, they kind of set themselves up when they said, you don't worry, we're going to have a lower tier console with the Xbox Series S. But the rule of thumb for that lower tier system was that they will play the same kind of quality of a Series X to a Series S. So if it doesn't run on 60, if it runs on 60 on the Series X, it should run 60 on a Series S, probably with like, lesser graphics and stuff, dimmed down stuff to make it possible. But you remember what happened when they went with that deal? They almost lost the ability to play Baldur's Gate 3, the hottest game that came out last year, because that they couldn't do multiplayer on the Series S. And then you're like, okay, we need to make a caveat. There's no way, like we don't want to be behind against Sony on this kind of stuff. So like I said, there is no shame for them to do that. I just think that their vision of trying to be able to play anywhere and everywhere is an awesome idea, but they need to be more organized. Is the best way. More organized and then more justified and make more sense. Because now I don't know, like how are y'all saying that you're wanting to make an Xbox 6 or whatever the next gen Xbox when you have so many ways to play it on PC and stuff like that, but then you're literally dumbing down your game so you can play it on these said consoles. It's slowing you down on progression. I mean, that's just me. I mean, but like, so what do you think about what I'm saying, Smitty?
Oh, the only way you can play Gears of War 2 and 3 is if you have a console. So, I totally get what you're saying as well. And you're right. I think they've been going this direction for quite some time. I think the weird thing comes, and I was shocked too that they said something about another generation of console. I thought for sure they're going to be like, we're done with consoles. We're just making things digital, y'all. We're going full steam ahead. And I feel like we're seeing the pieces come into place. They just signed another deal with GeForce Now as well. So you can play your Game Pass games on GeForce Now. Only one time have to sign in and you're good to go. So that to me is huge in itself. But yeah, I just don't, and it could just because we're outsiders looking in and we're just seeing the pieces slowly starting to move, but we don't see the bigger picture yet in terms of what they're trying to do. Maybe, again, you're acting like they haven't said something and then done the complete opposite. So they could just be talking out of their ass and not really have truly another concept lined up, but instead, I mean, no, I can't really see them getting out of the console game because there's still people that are going to buy them. There's people that do buy them and stuff like that.
I'm not saying that not to get out of the console game, but like, here's the thing I'm saying right now. Because they're technically not getting out of the console game if they found an even cheaper way of doing it, which they did with Amazon Fire Stick. Is what I'm saying. It's like you decide, okay, here's the options. You can pay $300 for the Series S. It's the lesser version of what the Series X is, or you can pay $500 of the Series X, which is our flagship for our home-based console, or you could get then didn't they make a discless version of the Series X, I believe, recently? So you don't.
I think I heard something about that. Yeah.
So you could get that, you can get that for, I don't know, probably hopefully less than what they were charging on the $500 one. And the same way for the Series S. Or if you don't want to spend that much, you can just get a Fire Stick, a 4K Fire Stick that connects to your deal for $70. And then they will do the exact same thing as what the Series X would do. So now your pricing markets is going to be either $70 for a 4K experience, but it's going to be all digital, but it's going to be based inside the cloud, or it's going to be then you also got the Series S. The Series S, and then you also have the Series, then you have the Series X, which then, and it's been proven on the Series with first party games itself that the Series X isn't the best optimized way of playing their said games, even inside on first party.
That's
the best
insane.
way, which is, that's my point. Like my point is like, and I'm not ragging on it. I'm just saying there's just too many. You know, like how the big issue is now to play as a gamer is that there's just way too many games to play, and you just have no time. This is the exact same thing with Xbox. I think Xbox is setting themselves up with too thin when they're having all these different sets of options when they don't need all that. They don't need any of those options to that. Just condense it down. That's all I'm saying. Is like, just, you don't like you're not going to be fully out of the housing console war if you're definitely having other options of being able to play your game directly on your on the TV when you have the Xbox Live Game Hub or whatever built inside as an app in your TV, or you have the Fire Stick that do that stuff, because you're doing essentially the same thing without having them spend $500 for the experience. That's all I'm saying. You know, I mean, like, do it because because like, you're right. They haven't changed their direction of what they've been saying this whole time and what you've been saying this whole time. But like, I just think that their execution is making it confusing is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I do see the confusion. They have so many different versions of the consoles and this and that. It's like, you would think if they were looking to go more all digital, they would, or we would have already started seeing some sort of signs of them being like, the consoles, we're going to start pricing them cheaper, just get rid of them, or whatever. So it doesn't, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Because you're right. It seems like an unnecessary expense. And especially the fact that, you're going to start getting, if it's not already happening, I think it has, where developers are like, we're just not going to make it for Xbox. It's too much of a pain in the ass to try to take this, what we have, and, make it work for Xbox. So people are just bypassing it. And I think you'll see more of that. And I think, they may be, I don't know. I don't know if they're forced into making some sort of, definitive position in terms of what they're going to be moving forward. So if anything, so developers can work with them.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm going to read some stuff from Jason Schreier right here, because this is just on Jason Schreier's Twitter. This is which he also, by the way, has an article about this. Like I said, didn't know that he had an article about this yesterday. And it's on Bloomberg, saying Xbox exclusive video game strategy leaves everyone confused. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And then he, in his Twitter, he has two different points. First point, 3 games from the same label, Bethesda, 3 different strategies. Starfield, no PlayStation release. Indiana Jones, timed exclusive. Doom, the upcoming Doom game, is going to be same day PlayStation release. Like, why? Why on of all, like, I'm doing that? Then he also says it's a mess, and the people running Xbox are confounding and enraging even their most hardcore fans, which is also a point I didn't even think about. Because they do have a fan base on the console fan base, and they are like, I feel like they're cheating them at this point. I just think it's really a weird situation. I would say.
Wait, why do you feel that they're getting cheated?
Well, because, dude, these fans are waiting. Or the reason why they were getting the Xbox, because the only reason why you would get a system is for exclusivity. And well, mostly. I'm not going to say all 100%, but when you bought, like, because, like, the reason why you bought a PlayStation 5 was there was something that was on the PS5 that you were wanting to get that you knew you couldn't get anywhere else, or at the time weren't thinking that it was going to be on PC. The only way you were going to play it was going to be on PlayStation. Or same way for Xbox. You would think that the game that there was some people that probably just was wanting to get was getting the specifically the Series X, which I feel like I think would be like for $500 for what you were getting out of all of that. I think that it's that one was kind of a lemon, really, from the with some of the games that you were getting. You're spending $500 for a quote unquote the most powerful system, but it's been having troubles running at a base frame of 60 FPS for the longest of time. Like, so I think like so I just think that like when you have like people that or most people bought a console so they could still play their library of games that they had in the previous thing on the rollback, from 360, Xbox One, and stuff like that. So I just think that when you're going to be doing, when you're allowing, when you're basically deciding this year, I mean, they set their foot in the water. They kind of dipped their toe in the water with like, we're going to bring Hi-Fi Rush, and Sea of Thieves and some other games at the beginning of the year. To other systems to see how good it sells, and it sold really well. They realized, we're getting extra money on this. Okay, so let's now they up the ante 6 months later with big AAA games that you thought that was the only way you're going to play this was going to be either on PC or PC and on console is now going to be moving to possible for other systems. I feel like they just antiquated their systems. That's all I'm saying.
Is GoldenEye even on the Xbox Series S?
Yes, it is. The new one.
Is it really?
Yeah,
like,
the
what?
new one is. Well, they did a remake of it. Yeah,
I get what you're saying, but they said, we all knew this was coming. Even PlayStation with their timed exclusives now. That is the way of the world, I think, is going to be timed exclusives. So there's still a bit of exclusivity, but they're not completely boxing themselves out from a whole ass other platform of generating money. It's about them ducats, and they can't do stuff without the money. So even though it's going to upset people, them dollar bills are definitely speaking more towards
they're going to upset someone. Yeah. No, you totally right.
Yeah, someone's going to be upset, but this is how, again, they're able to balance this stuff out, so they're not having to close down studios and things like that. They've got to be able to generate more money. They're, like they're not getting, it's pretty stagnant in terms of Game Pass. So expand that to be in more places. Maybe we get some more subscriptions from that. And then they say, because that's tapped out, we're not going to really, and I don't know how the money works in terms of a game coming out on Game Pass and how they measure that stuff. But like, shit, dude, I know me is like, look, in a few months later, let's release it on PlayStation so then we can double dip and get them people that haven't seen it, got all the good hype and got to watch it and stuff like that. That didn't
I'm
get
not
in.
worried. Yeah, I'm not worried about
get it on PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the exclusivity. I mean, like, all I'm saying is I just think if Microsoft just needs to rip the Band-Aid off, just go be a publisher. Just be they got like so many good games that are coming out at this point, and then they've also found ways to do it without building a physical console. Like, the only thing that's really holding them back is a sure path, a specific vision of what they're wanting to implement, what they're wanting to do, And I think that's the only thing that's really kind of holding them. That's a tight shot. The only way that's really kind of holding them back is right now because it's just weird confusion of what they're doing. Like that's all I'm saying.
You shouldn't be surprised. Look at the Game Pass.
I'm not surprised. I'm just saying. Just looking at it at a non-objective way, it's just saying the way that Microsoft is doing it is just off. Is all I'm saying. It's like they can easily make it
very
easily
convoluted.
Simpler. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
In terms of what's happening,
I'm not disagreeing on the way that they're trying to do it. I'm just saying their implementation of doing it is what they need to fix. It's like because this is making people going crazy on like what the hell are y'all trying to do overall. Like Jason Schreier also said, I was going to say this. The problem with Xbox's new vision isn't that the company Sony is moving away from console exclusives. The problem is that their release strategy is messy, confusing, and inconsistent. Just pick a lane. So that's exactly. I guess that's the best way. I'm describing this. Is this that the way that they're releasing these their exclusives is all over the place. It's wild.
There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason for.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Yes, that's all I'm saying. I'm not ragging on them at all. Like when it comes to this, I think I knew, like, we knew it was going to come to this point eventually. But just like I said, the way they're releasing all this just feels like there's no rhyme or reason of doing it. You know, like, because like eventually I feel like Starfield will be. I won't be surprised if Starfield will move to multi-platform. Because if Doom is able to be a same day release on PlayStation when that comes out, the sequel, the new Doom game, then definitely, because that's a Bethesda game. Bethesda and right. Indiana Jones is the same way. Indiana Jones is going to be a time exclusive to next year. There's no reason why Starfield wouldn't come out or and stuff. You know, like, I don't like. Anything is possible at this point because of what they announced on the at Gamescom, and that's all I'm saying. You know. It's just so crazy.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I think the possibilities are open, and it is very confusing in terms of how they're picking and choosing what these release dates look like, and you know, again, maybe that's just based off of figures or when they think they can, you know, profit the most from it. I think it's probably like the biggest tell, but yeah, it does from an outsider's perspective. It's like, what are you guys doing, man? Like, why this one comes out day one, but this one doesn't? And how are you guys actually making money? Again, I'm still trying to figure that out. Dude,
I've just come to the terms of, like, I don't even care anymore, because, like, I don't know, like, how Xbox Live is even possible, to be honest with you. The amount of games that's in their library, and then most of those games aren't first party games. They're just like, you know, they're getting a piece of a certain percentage of each of those pies to get whatever their deal is. You know, it's just really weird. It's just off and stuff, but we'll see. Let's see. Let's look. I'm looking in the chat because I know Will and Lucenta's and Haseo says give me Scalebound right now. Scalebound isn't happening. You just got to let it die, Haseo. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. More Game Pass tiers. More Game Pass tiers is. Oh man, to do more Game Pass tiers.
That's the answer. That's the answer.
Clearly. How much do they jack the price up on Game Pass? Like, has it now officially gone up in price, or are they still waiting on it?
Game Pass, the Ultimate is what, 19 or 20, I think, something like that, or maybe 21.
How many Game Pass tiers are there?
Talk about convoluted, dude. The Game Pass tiers are stupid.
Like,
I think there's 4 or 5 different tiers.
Wow, really? And wow, really?
Never.
They took a page out of Netflix's tiers. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
so day one, the only way you can get day one is if you get the Ultimate?
Ultimate, yes. So they price that out from normal. You have to pay the top tier in order to get it. Again, you don't have to be subscribed for any number, so you could subscribe for a month, play the game, unsubscribe. There you go. You got the game for $20. You got to play the game for $20. You don't physically own it.
I would, I don't know if I could ever play like that, but yeah.
As I was saying, I got to finish Starfield at some point in time. I forgot that's a Game Pass game. So eventually, maybe they could be like, all right, we're taking it off.
Yeah, why don't you just own the game at that point? Like, because by the time, I mean, like, a game like that is like an RPG game like that is something that I don't know if I would ever want to be like rent out until I'm done playing. Let's see.
I don't feel Game Pass like I care enough to care.
Hey, dude, it's been a year. And well, then again, though, too, it's never gonna leave the Microsoft the ether because it's Microsoft owned. So there you go.
Yeah, that's what I figured too.
So Game Pass Core is $9.99. Game Pass Standard is $14.99. Game Pass Ultimate is $19.99. But then, what's the difference with Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass? That is because isn't the Game Pass Ultimate the one for PC? Limited catalog of 25 games on console.
No,
okay.
I think that has to do with Xbox stuff too.
Because get this, okay, so Game Pass. Well, this is what's weird because PC Game Pass is $11.99, but it looks like you get Game Pass catalog and you also get the day one game editions for $11.99.
What?
Yeah, I'm looking at the image right now. Hold on, I'll add it right here. Hold on.
Are you telling me I'm paying way more because I don't have an Xbox, so I can't utilize any of that stuff?
Pretty much. Well, other than again, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Ooh, that is way too big. Let me zoom out.
He's ooh.
There we go.
I was using PC because I don't have a series, just an Xbox. I've never owned an Xbox in my life.
Yeah, I never owned an Xbox either. Yeah, exactly. So
not once.
Yeah, so like if you get a PC Game Pass, it's $11.99 a month, free on PC for online console multiplayer, and then day one game editions is there's a check mark next to it. So instead of paying $20,
you're putting it on the screen. Where?
It's on Twitch. You'll see.
This might be. Oh shit! Oh, YouTube is hella late.
Yeah, there's not really a reason to get Ultimate if you don't have a series. I totally agree. I mean, I don't understand why, like, what the series is gaining for you, and besides play.
Wait a second. So you could be on PC Game Pass and still get. Wait. Where does it say you get the day? Oh, the day one.
It's a little bit cut off. It's a little bit cut off, but the second dark one, right below where it says not day one on Game Pass Standard. Yeah, for $11.99.
So it looks like I'll be dropping my tears down.
Yeah, I guess the only downside is I don't know if that's gonna account for Call of Duty, like how that's gonna work.
Yeah, Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is the main reason why they did that.
Dude, but that looks like it's a lot of less money though for what like Call of Duty.
$11.99 into $19.99.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what that is.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
The only difference I'm seeing that that Game Pass Ultimate is doing is also going to add a limited catalog of 25 plus games on console. So that
Ty says that's how they make money off complete shit.
You know, technically, Smitty has probably paid for so many Xbox kids to go to college at this point in time. Just on one factor, FOMO.
On the pure
That's all
fact.
it is.
Oh yeah, you could have had this with just PC Game Pass. You don't even need Ultimate. You don't own the series, sir. But yeah, assholes, I realize that now. Wow. I'm gonna be looking at that like immediately, dude.
You see, Microsoft's meeting is like, this is what we need to do. We need to make them so like effed up that they don't even know what they're buying anymore. That's what we needed to do. And they're successful of it. I mean, jeez. Man, but anyways, like I said, yeah, they did. They got you for years. That's what they got you. Y'all. They got you for years. That's what they got. Man, goodness, my goodness. But anyways, come on. I mean, I'm sure Phil Spencer has a plan. Or I just don't know what it is. Just looking on the outside, just have no idea what they're planning or what they're building up to. But something's coming, and they or announcement of some sort of weird pivot of whatever they're going to do, but we'll see how it's going to go. Yeah. All right, Smitty, what are you bringing to the table, my friend?
You know, I got to talk about it. Gamescom happened this week, and to me, one of the biggest things, I did not think this game would be coming out this year. But lo and behold, from NetEase, we find out that Marvel Rivals is dropping December 6th of this year, free to play. And the big thing at the end that they say that I almost spoiled earlier was that their characters are going to be free and available for everybody now and in the future. Huge. I was talking about this, just finding ways for them to get a little bit of an edge on Overwatch, and this is one of the things I talked about at the time. Obviously, Overwatch has changed now. They've made it so their heroes are available out the gate now too. But I said this could be something to help them kind of establish and stand apart from Overwatch. I feel that a lot of people.
You said, you had to pay for Overwatch characters?
Yes, dude. Either that or you had to grind them out in the battle pass or something like that. But I can't remember if that was free or it was just like a shit ton of grinding in order to actually open up the character, which to me is dumb. Just make them available. Make let everybody do the things. So I love seeing that. I love seeing the fact that they came out. And again, like David had talked about earlier, we had the pleasure of being able to play the Gamescom build that has Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which they announced as 2 new characters coming in as well. Captain America being a tank, and he is meaty. The only game I got in last night, I tried out Captain America, and let's just say I think I was like 12-0 or something like that, dude. He's a great tank. I didn't get a chance to play with Bucky or Winter Soldier yet, but he's got some nice utilities as well. They both have team ups. Captain America teams up with Thor, and Winter Soldier teams up with Rocket. And the infinite ammo thing and stuff like that. So I am pumped. I think everybody should be pumped on this game. It seems like they are making the moves that they need to make in order for this, again, within that hero shooter genre, popular. I think there's enough that stands out about it with the breakable environments. Obviously, the Marvel IP, there is so many different characters that you can bring in and do. So that's got me excited. Just longevity of the game, keeping it active, keeping it moving. So the game has been feeling good for quite some time. The biggest thing for me is to see what happens once it does release. What are the events they're going to be doing? What are the what time-wise does it look like they're going to be dropping new characters? Is it going to be new characters each new season, or what that stuff's going to look like? But I am pumped. I think this is going to be greatly. I could see this kind of blowing up. I think it's going to blow up. People are going to enjoy it. The third-person view outside of the first-person, there's so many first-person games, especially games like this. So I think the third-person view is great. The abilities and really being able to encompass the characters that they have in here. Like, dude, I don't really have a lot of bad things to say about this other than the fact that I thought I had more time. I'm so glad it's coming out in December, and I'm ready for it. Bring it on. Bring it on, baby.
Yeah, I've been playing. No, as you can see, I was playing it too on Twitch and on the YouTube, and I enjoyed the feel of it. I didn't like Captain America as much as you did. I mean, I don't. Maybe it's just me. I wasn't good with I didn't. The feel of it wasn't as good as Bucky. Bucky was a beast.
He seems like he's got a lot of utility.
I'm gonna skip. Let me see if I can skip a little bit but Bucky has he has kind of a Venom ability too, his tethers and stuff that allows to yank people from the sky right into his face and stuff. The only downside is that Bucky only holds 2 shots on his gun before he has to reload. Yeah, it's
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a rifle,
like a shotgun or something.
It's not so it's like a rifle gun, but it's only 2 shots, and then it has to reload. So if you have Rocket, it's actually very useful because he reloads really fast. But no, Bucky was just fun to play. You have to be a little. I mean, Captain America is not really a tank, but he's more of a vanguard, I guess that's what they call him in this game. But he's fun. He's fun to play, but it's just the way I play him just wasn't good, So
he said it was not. I was face tanking. So I was running people down tanking with him.
That's just
but again, too, it could have dude. Like I didn't die once. It could have been too that we had some solid healers or solid support as well. But like I never one time felt threatened like I was gonna die, and I literally just kept pushing forward, taking people out and stuff. So but I do want to play with Bucky.
Yeah. So see what I just did there with against Magneto. Hold on, let me see if I can rewind.
No, I missed it.
Okay, so like I'm gonna rewind.
Oh, look at there! Yeah. I just saw it. Yeah. That's so like, crazy.
Did that point blank range?
Nuts.
Oh, the reach is insane in that. Like, see how far he was? Yes, he was really far. Like, yeah. So like, so if you can aim correctly, you can yank people from the sky. Like, and I think I've only was able to do it once, but it's really cool. Like, so like one of the crazy annoying people like Storm or Iron Man and stuff, just like really ridiculous. Oh, there was one time I took a Doctor Strange, and I forced him to off a cliff that way. So it was hilarious. Yeah, no, but Bucky is really fun. He's fun to play. I enjoy 2 new characters. I can't wait to see the other new characters that are coming in. Like it's just natural that they got that they have them on here. Now I will eat crow, and I will admit, because I know I was saying that I don't see how they were ever going to release this game, release the characters without paying for it.
You did.
I do remember that. Yeah. But like, I was like, okay, cool. So the cosmetics is what they're going to be putting 100% on their thing is. But it also goes to show that if they're going to go, if their money is going to be off of the microtransactions for cosmetics, they have a lot of confidence of saying that this game is going to be successful. And I think it's going to be successful. It's definitely going to be successful.
Because again, it's going to be based off the community. The community, if you make a good game, people are going to want to support it. And they will figure out ways to be able to support it and stuff like that. And I think, you know what I mean? That's kind of what they're banking on, is making a good, solid game that people enjoy. It's going to be free to play. So no limitations for being able to get in, play it, learn characters, all that stuff. The ceiling is super low. So I think what they're doing, and that's what I said, in order to be successful, I feel like, especially in a free-to-play game, in a hero shooter genre, there's a couple of things that you got to look at, and they are out the gate making the right steps. From there, what they choose to do, and again, we said this, there's a lot of Overwatch fans that are feeling hella jaded. I can see them converting a lot of Overwatch fans over playing this game more.
Do you think that they may have started to kind of get ready for it? Because I mean, I took 2 people there, but sorry, that there was like maybe Overwatch is already kind of getting ready for the because they went back to 6v6. And stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, so
they've basically reverted everything back to Overwatch 1.
Yeah,
in a sense, which is insane.
Which proves what was the freaking point? And I was like, wow, dude, like really, it's just irritating when you really seriously think about it. It's like, wow.
Yes.
So we basically were waiting for you. Like it took them. How long did Overwatch 2 come out? Like 3 years ago?
Something like 2021
or so.
3.
To basically just retcon all the stuff that they originally set up to make it, make Overwatch 2 or the shell of what it was supposed to be, and just to say, okay, whatever. Wow, I killed 10 people, nice. But yeah, I'm sorry, just like watching this and stuff. It's like, it's a fun, dude. The game is fun.
It's a fun game.
The game is incredibly fun. I can't wait till like the game is officially out, so we don't have to worry about like something. If I have the opportunity, throw some ducats its way, because I know I'm gonna invest some time on it.
Dude, I'm gonna play this so hard. I already know this is gonna be one of my main games that I play.
Yeah.
Instantly, I'm gonna go sweat mode on ranked. Like, who knows what other kind of things they bring in? That's right, dude. I'm trying to do it like I'm getting sweaty in Star Wars Hunters. I'm still trying to make top 100 in that.
Here's the question though: Are you going to give up on Snap if you did?
What?
Like, are you still gonna play Snap seriously, as much seriously as if you're gonna play this one, or would you still be playing Snap?
I'll still play Snap. Oh, absolutely. Man, there's
just too many free games now at this point. Like, you got Dragon Ball,
too many games.
Dragon Ball Multi is coming, and then also you got now that you know that's going to exist.
Once Human's out, I haven't even been back. I completely forgot to go into Eternal Land and put my shit, so I'm gonna be starting from scratch because they did a wipe.
Oh, they did a wipe?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
Yep. I don't know. I don't understand. I think for the season or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how it works.
Wow. Okay.
But that's what Eternal Land is supposed to be able to go there to save your stuff, essentially. And I forgot to go. I didn't save anything. So I'm assuming I'm going to have to start from scratch, which sucks.
That is funny. Or maybe just don't play it anymore. That's what I would do.
Maybe I haven't had motivation to even fire it up, dude. Once I remembered that
that's discouraging, man. Yeah, that's really discouraging. Yeah. Yes, my goodness. I can't even believe that. Yeah, so no. Yeah, so that's true too. But no, like I said, the December 6th? December 6th is going to be the official release. So what day is that? I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to be disappointed in this. I really want to talk to the devs on this game because I really oh wow, it's going to be a Wednesday when this releases. Weird. Yeah, so it's I would love to talk to the folks, and shout outs to NetEase on that, giving us the chance to play this out. I would suggest
Once Human, NetEase.
I know, right? NetEase has been making some moves this year. Jeez. And
they're all over the place, dude.
Also, Fragpunk is also NetEase.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's also NetEase. So, and there's going to be a closed beta coming in October for that one.
Snap.
Yeah,
NetEase is putting in work.
Yeah, they've been busy, man. So this is going to be a fun game. Like, I don't think it's going to be any contest that this game is going to be there's any bad any kind of chance or opportunities that this game is going to fail, in my opinion. But man, you need to definitely get a chance to try out Winter Soldier. Try playing the game in the afternoon, because that's when more people are playing.
That's what I figured. Yep. I think I might try to stream it tomorrow afternoon or something.
Yeah. It was fun. This was actually a test stream. The test stream when I did the dual. This is my first time trying out the dual PC stream. And,
okay.
I'm actually glad it did pretty well. There were some things I couldn't figure out, but like right now alarms aren't working. Alerts don't work. Didn't work there. Because it's a whole different PC, so I had to set up the alerts. But the quality of it is good, because you remember the time when I tried no, you didn't, but the time when I tried to one PC stream this, basically just destroyed my graphics card. Like, I couldn't.
Oh, are you serious?
I couldn't play it.
I'm scared.
Like it was hey, at least you'll be able to play it on console. I mean, you play with the controller, right?
No,
you don't.
I play keyboard and mouse. What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you were one of those.
No. There's certain games I play with the controller, but most games like this, especially third person, I play keyboard and mouse.
Oh, okay. I just assumed that you played controller. You look like a controller player.
Destiny 2, I play controller.
See, that's my point. That's what I was thinking. That's
only because I always played that on controller.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, and then I tried going to keyboard and mouse, and it felt too weird. It felt too weird to me.
But no, that's funny. I think maybe have you tried playing keyboard and mouse on the PS5?
No, that'd be weird.
How's that weird? It's just
I don't know.
Not any different.
Where would I put my keyboard and mouse?
In the USB slot on the PS5?
No, clearly not physically like that. I mean, from where my PS5s are, like, where the hell would I physically have my keyboard and mouse?
Isn't your PS5 near your computer? The first one?
Yeah, but not that near. I don't think it'd fit. It'd be I don't know. No, I'm not doing that weird shit.
You just use an extension. Just use an extension cable USB. That's all you need. It's not even that hard. There you go. Or even better, they have a thing called wireless, so you can actually.
That's nah. I'm good on that. I'm good on
man,
that. Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
but it's coming. It's here. We got a date, and it's coming this year. I cannot freaking wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be a like an all day stream. I might call off on that day if I did.
Yeah.
Just whatever, just straight
call
up.
off from life.
Call off from life.
I'll be in here playing Rivals.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing something serious in my life, playing Rivals.
Yeah. And rank up.
Yes. Folks, thank you for listening to episode number 232 of the CFG Game Cast. Thank you for being a part of the conversation as always. But we will be back again next week. Smitty will be away out at PAX West, but that is okay. Lex will be back and take his place. Maybe we'll see if we get another person in filled. I'm not sure yet. But if you did miss out on this episode, that is perfectly all right. We do release this on all podcast services at the beginning of each and every week on Monday mornings. So there is absolutely no reason to miss out on our sexy voices. Ooh. Guys, be sure to check out our main website, confreaksgeeks.com. Also, Joe, be a member of our the CFG on YouTube as the CFG, where we have a lot of awesome content coming up. And but once again, this is Davis and Smitty signing out. Y'all, take it easy.
Bye.